Left, Cup. Faking the give, Darnold. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being...
So we welcome you to part 2 here of the NFC Championship, Rams versus Seahawks. Rams are winning by 14, but the Seahawks do have the ball.
We've got to start with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Running right, here's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he gets it down to the 32.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially...
Guys, I just want to let you know, if you guys are just joining us from part 2, watch part 1 so you can see all the highlights and what's going on.
That makes it hard to defend.
Darnold now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Play action. It's Darnold. Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sam Darnold, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Stafford. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the Rams 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these 2 offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Darnold. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Here's Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Play action. Stafford. And it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a 2nd and 6. The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, 30 yards. And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw, Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold from the gun. And complete to Smith-Njigba. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Darnold to throw again. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They throw it out right complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The partner under the lights in prime time.
As we see, the Rams comes out with the win in the NFC Championship, 45-24. They take down the number 1 seed, Seattle Seahawks. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming content, just with your friends and family. And don't forget to comment down video ideas and suggestions down below. And don't forget to watch part 1 if you just came straight to part 2. As I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day.
With that, we say good night from Seattle.